Welcome to the Shatcast episode 1 in the forest with Papa Smurf and Power Drill.
Yes, this is the podcast that helps you sleep because it's so fucking boring. Even more boring than any sports podcast. Yes, even boring than sports podcasts. We walk and we play obscure instruments you've never heard of, unless you play Legend of Zelda, and put in a few words here or there.
Oh shoot. Blue oil drum.
Yo, I think this thing has fucking great acoustics, man. Get that mic close as I blow my obscure instrument into this hole. What's the stupidest thing that's ever happened to you?
I'm not altogether sure. A lot of stupid things have happened to me.
No.
Well, this one in particular happened to me. Well, one time, my brother had fallen on his bike, and the bike handle jutted into his chest. So it was a big hard mark there. And one time he was having a bath, and I felt like being a little shit disturber. So my cat Milo was sitting beside the shower where he was, and I just chucked him in. I thought he wanted to go in there. He was sitting beside it. I was like 7. What other reasonings would I have to drop a cat in the tub? Naturally, my brother didn't like that, and neither did the cat. So him wet, he dashed around the house. My poor dad tried to catch him with a towel. That did not work. Who would have thunk a wet cat wouldn't really go into a towel well? My brother was covered in scars, and all I could say about it was an accident. Like,
it
fucking
very much was not an accident.
Like fucking 6 years later, I can admit that fully was not an accident.
Throwing a cat into a tub. How the fuck is that an accident?
Now, Power Drill, what would you say the stupidest thing you've ever done is?
I've done a lot of stupid shit in my time. My time is not very long. I'm not very old. But I cannot think of jack shit because I'm a stupid fuck.
That's nice to know.
Oh, wait, no. One time I was young, stupid, and just throwing rocks at cars.
No. That sounds wonderful.
Just 'cause I threw a rock at a truck, because why the fuck not? I was a stupid, dumb child who had no reasoning for jack.
Was it like your father's truck, or was it
No, it was just
a random
mysterious
person's
truck driving by. It was at the end of the school day, and I was just fucking around, throwing rocks onto moving cars, like, joking around, trying not to hit them, and then I accidentally hit one.
No.
And then some dumbass, fucking hate that guy, ran up to me and was like, I'm chilling! Like the dumbass fuck that he was. Ran away, I was like, oh fuck. What am I gonna do? And guess what? Can you guess what happened next, Papa Smurf?
What happened next?
Fucking guess.
And if I had to guess, he told on you, and then you got in trouble.
Yeah. I was fucking somehow the rock didn't damage the truck in any way, shape, or form. So I got kind of fucking lucky there. But I was supposed to write an I'm sorry note to the fucker. Can you guess what I did?
Not right, and I'm sorry now.
Amen. My parents didn't find out. They didn't even get an email about it. Another thing I did was, there was like this puffy chair, swivel chair, rolly chair. You sit on it, and there was like a sponge in it, squeaked, and it like compressed. And I put a bunch of toothpicks in there.
Oh.
And then I
wonderful.
got a dumbass I fucking hated to sit on it.
Did it poke his bum?
It fucking did. I got sent to the principal's office. I was actually fucking sold out by another dumbass fuck named Calvin, who,
Does that happen to be the Calvin from the award-winning Calvin and Hobbes comic series?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. That's not his actual name. anyways. But we'll just call him Calvin so we can use his name. So Calvin, he was pulled out of class with the teacher and was like, told everybody else, told the fucking teacher who else did it. And it was like super fucking lame because that goddamn narc ratted me and my buddies out, except for Jonathan, also fake name. He kind of an asshole who was in there, and he also was in on this shit and stabbed her fast over thing.
You fucking bitch. You knew that stick had poo on it, and you just flung it at me. Now my fucking phone screen's covered in poo.
Another stupid thing I did, I can't remember, but I remember I was in trouble for some shit, and then some teacher told me, it was like, okay, you done a bad thing, wait here, and then walked away, and fucking
Just never showed back up.
no, bolted away. I assumed it showed up, but I didn't know, because I was not sticking around for that shit. Never got in trouble for what I did.
Sounds like you used to be quite the little Dickens.
Oh, also something I did. There was this kid. He was kind of young. He was actually really young. He was weird. We called him, I think, the gay butt fucker on cocaine.
Oh, that's not a...
He was super energetic. Kept trying to fuck us, and he was young. And he'd chase us around the playground. And my friend, he cried on multiple occasions, and also the gay butt fucker on cocaine also cried, and his buddies on a few occasions. And that was the situation, like we were fucking around with this asshole, and we accidentally hurt him a little bit, like gave him a little scratch, and then he fucking started bawling his eyes out, and then these kids, like his buddies, were like, wait here! We're going to get a teacher. And guess what?
What?
We did not wait there. We booked it away. Fucking, we're not having that shit. He was weird. We also did a thing called strawberry milk.
Oh, yeah. I've only ever heard stories of such a marvelous item.
Yes, in elementary school, all this has happened in elementary school. I power drill. And some of our buddies thought it would be a cool idea to put, like, ketchup, ranch, all kinds of nasty ass shit into a fucking plastic bag. And we let it ferment, adding more stuff to it for like a month. And it was this nasty thing, and we'd take turns fucking opening it up and smelling it. Worst fucking thing I've ever smelled. Wanted to kill myself. Gagged so fucking hard every time I smelt it. It was nasty. And then it fucking disappeared one day. Just didn't come back.
You still afraid that it might come after you to gain sentience?
No, it's a plastic bag full of moldy shit.
Man, you have no fucking sense of wonder. And now, one time when I was in 6th grade, I believe, me and my friends were playing a game of chess outside. There was 9 or 10 of us. Most of us were just watching. So me and my friend were playing. And then this other kid found this stuffed animal out on the field. And so 2 of them started ripping it apart. Turns out this was some like little kindergartner's stuffed animal. And so naturally, that fucker's brother, like, manifested their mom. Then their mom just spent like 10 minutes swearing at us, even though we did fucking nothing. We were just sort of sat there playing the game. And like the brother, like he was in 3rd grade, he was acting so tough, like, yeah, which one of you did it? I'm gonna go beat him. That fucker was weak.
Did you fucking own that loser?
Yeah, I owned him multiple times in previous years. Well, holy crap, that little shit was annoying. And so, yeah, that was an interesting thing.
Any other bizarre stories you'd like to tell before we close our episode? I think we have time for one more. I personally, Power Drill, do not have any.
You've already
Like to tell?
You already told all the stories of the stupid shit you've done.
Yeah, pretty much. I could probably think of more, but not currently.
Oh, let me just think for a few.
And while you think, I will play.
Oh, I know. So, the first time I'd ever gotten to use a lighter was on, I think, my 10th birthday.
A what?
A lighter.
Lighter?
Yeah, you know, like a lighter for fires and candles. First time I ever got to use them was on my 10th birthday, I believe. And I don't know why, I really liked the clicking sound it made. So after that, I decided it'd be a fucking amazing idea to light a tissue on fire. And then I realized, oh fuck, I did that over my wood fucking table. So naturally I freaked out. I snuffed the fire. And then I put it in the garbage. But I was afraid my mom was going to find out that I lit a fire on a Kleenex. So naturally I buried it to the bottom. And she never did figure out. And now I've just got one last story. That one was kind of quick. So I used to make a lot of clay figures. And so I had stuff for armature. And so I had these pliers with rubber handles, not metal ones. And I shaped some of the armature wire into a shape that could perfectly fit into an electrical wall socket. And so then I stuck it in the wall socket. I felt like a really strong pulse of energy go through my hand. And from then on, well, those pliers weren't mine. They were fucking magnetized. So my dad would just have them laying in his workshop, and then he'd pick them up, and I'm like, why the fuck are all the nails sticking to this? And then when we were moving out of that place, my mom was like, why is this wall socket black? I never did say. I wonder if I should. The past is in the past.
Something that happened to me one time, it didn't actually happen to me, but I was in daycare, hating my life, you know. And sometimes we'd go down to the gym in the fucking elementary school, which was actually really close. So sometimes we'd get to go down there and fuck around on those little plastic square scooters and shit, you know, right? Everybody knows those. And
yeah.
One time I saw a kid, I think he had like a fork or a knife. I saw him jam it into a wall socket. And then he was walking away, weeping with a black hand.
Holy
like
shit.
Pitch black. Now, it may be my brain distorting the fucking memory because I was so fucking young, but I saw that kid with an adult. He was weeping, and he had a hand, and his hand was fucking black. Like, there were metal, one of those fucking, like, you felt energy go through you because you were holding a metal,
it wasn't metal, it was rubber.
With rubber handles, so it didn't, he had no rubber handles on this. He just jammed a metal thing into a wall socket and got a black hand.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be fucking.
And now, that concludes the Shatcast with our final closing song.
See y'all in episode 2.